Hi, my name is Rigoberto, and this is my therapy project for receptive language. This is for a sixth grade student. My goals I would address is the students will use a graphic organizer, the hand, which I'm holding now, to sequence their personal narrative in first, next, then, and finally. Um, Now, the activity that we'll be doing is the hand. It's pretty much a graphic organizer, which consists of helping students sequence their hand and put them in order. Usually, students with receptive language have difficulty with sequencing, using the first, next, then, and it also helps with retrieving memory um, by connecting, their hand and to their thoughts on how they're going to be doing this writing activity. Let's begin by describing what I'm holding here. This is a poster. This is for a personal narrative. As you can see, personal narrative poster, as it reads. Um, we have the introduction using the thumb. Once we have it on paper, we're gonna have it down on paper, something similar to this here. The paper has already lines pre-made, so that way students with difficulty with writing, don't go over the lines or under the lines. They're like right in between. At the top, it says when, where, who, and what, as well as the problem. Now, this graphic organizer is going to be placed up on the board. Now, in the thumb, we have the when. Um, when is pretty much saying, when did this happen? The writing prompt will be written on the palm before we begin. The writing prompt will be written on the palm. It would state where, right about the time you helped a friend. When did you help a friend? I would be cueing the student. When did you help the friend? And the student would say, um, I helped my friend when? Yesterday. Where? Well, where did you help your friend? Well, I helped him at my house. Um, who helped him? I did. What was the problem? He needed to fix his bike tire, so that was the problem. So once they have that written down, um, they will eventually get all those when, where, who, and the problem, and they will build their introductory sentence with it. They'll just copy it down, and it will just flow. It's an amazing uh, feature. It's a graphic organizer. It's great. One of the best I've seen in a long time. Um, then we move on to the first finger. Then you're going to tell me first what happened, and then next what happened, then what happened, and the pinky is how did you feel, about solving the problem. I've written down here the resolution, lesson learned. It's pretty much the lesson learned, as you can see right there. How did the story end, or you can choose the resolution, lesson learned. And I would say my lesson learned. Well, I felt good because, and they would come up with their own ideas. That's the cue that I would give them. Um, Usually they would say, I felt good because I helped my friend when he needed help the most. Now, with first, I would cue them by saying, first, I went to my friend's house and he was crying. Next, next we started working on the bike. Then we fixed the bike, and my my friend rode on the bike later on. And finally, I felt good because I helped my friend. No, I mean it could say finally I felt happy because um, my friend, fixed his bike and I helped him a lot. So that graphic organizer is very very good. The Again, with the child struggling, you have to cue. You have to cue a lot, especially when they're doing the writing. It's very it's very difficult, but if this is one of if you use this method, you will definitely have the child be able to write a lot a lot better. Um, as well as some accommodations. Well, to make the activity a little bit more difficult, you won't use a graphic organizer. You'll just use your hand. You'll tell me, what is this? Oh, this is the introduction. What are these three fingers? Oh, this is the body. This is first, next, then. Okay, you could ask them, what's the pinky finger for? Oh, that's the conclusion. Okay, what is a uh, thumb include? Well, I think it includes when, where, who, and problem. Okay. What does this include? Well, this one. What does the body include? Well, this one includes first. The next one is next, and then. And with speaking finger, the finally, it's pretty much uh, what did you learn? So I mean, it could be a little bit more difficult, but at the same time, you're still showing them your hand, and you're still using a graphic organizer. This is why I like using the graphic organizer. Now, once they have written that on a piece of paper, after they trace their hand, um, then I'll give them this paper. This paper already has the sections for them. It has the intro, first, next, then, and finally. So as you can see there is first, next, and then, and they just write their sentences there, and it helps them um, you know keep their writing nice and neat and concise. Because I've seen a lot of students go up and down the lines writing words, and it's not really that nice. Modifications. I'll use graphic organizer pre-made in case they have trouble tracing their hand. I will have the hand pre-labeled with intro, body, conclusion, and the writing prompt. I'll also use a graphic organizer in the sequence in order for students to begin writing and identifying each section of where the hand goes. I will take verbal responses and I will personally write them down because some students have difficulty writing. Um, I'll have them use a computer to write down their personal narrative as well. Those are the kind of accommodations that I would be using. And that's pretty much it. Thank you very much. And that's a writing uh, therapy project for SLP 212. Thank you.